Rodgers to throw for it on fourth. And it's caught. Touchdown. CeeDee Lamb from 3 yards out. And this offense takes the ball down the field and scores on their opening drive. Many would call that a gutsy decision here early on to go for it, 4th and goal. There was no hesitation. Field goal unit never sniffed the field.
It was a message, and the message was, I trust you on offense. Go out and make this happen. Go ahead and pick it up. You know what else he said? I trust my defense as well. If they don't get it, I know you're going to hold them. So it's a message to your entire team that you believe in them.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
I'm ready.
Now ETN to start the drive. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Lawrence running right on the option. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. And that one will go for 13 yards on the keeper and a 1st down. And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that. And here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game. And all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
Now Lawrence on 1st down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
You got to give some credit. They're able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and get some type of a pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
They go play action with Lawrence. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
Andy, do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Rodgers now to throw. Going deep for Hopkins. And this is caught. Touchdown. 2 touchdown passes now here in this first quarter for Aaron Rodgers. And his guys get the quick strike touchdown. Gay is on for the point after. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Pulls it in at the 13. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit. And it's a fumble. And the defense will get their hands on it, going the other way. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
The start of this game has me doing flashbacks and remembering when I was playing and seeing a similar start and seeing the head coach actually take a timeout and gather the whole team around him and tell everybody to get it together. Let's get some focus going here. Because maybe he just sensed that maybe the whole team wasn't ready to play.
Yeah, well, they've gone interception, now fumble. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. To throw, it's Rodgers. That is caught by Carmichael. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A gain there of 21 yards. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
And with a play clock at 3, we'll get a signal and a timeout on the whistle. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. 2nd and 1 from the 2. Throwing is Rodgers. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
The way he's been slinging in the first half, you expect everything he throws to go for a touchdown, but I guess he's going to have to wait to try and pick up that third, isn't it?
Yeah, I thought he had him for a second, but you're right, not to be.
46.
Rodgers again now. Open man, there is Patterson, complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
Well, you have to be aware defensively that you've got 2 goals because obviously you're trying to prevent the touchdown, but you're also trying to keep it from getting a first down as well. That time they weren't up to the task, and it's 1st and goal.
Touchdown! Aaron Rodgers, 3 first-half touchdown passes as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. CD, that's his 2nd touchdown already. And how about this offense? 3 drives, 3 touchdowns.
An absolute total team effort right now. And let's face it, I don't think he's done. We're still in the first half. There's a lot of time left to go. I don't know what they're going to do on the other side trying to slow him down. But right now, he's feeling it.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Takes it at the 7. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And job 1 here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
Now Lawrence. And Ingram hauls it in. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. Finds his tight end Ingram. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Again, it's Lawrence. Right side, that's complete to Gronkowski. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Meanwhile, Lawrence's throw pulled in by Gronkowski. Down inside the 10.
And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5.
Looking to throw, Lawrence.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown.
Trevor Lawrence.
A 5-yard touchdown run. And his guys are able to close that gap just a bit.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And they'll cut the lead to 21-7.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone.
And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And with still more than a minute to go in the half, time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw is Rodgers. He's going to go up top again. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
The offense schemed going 5 wide, trying to create a chance for the big shot, and they took it. If he comes down with that one, that's a huge offensive swing. But credit the defense with a nice play, knocking that one away.
They still can't get him. He's got it complete to Gronkowski. And he's going to be stopped well short of what he needed as the tackle is made at the 18-yard line. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Rodgers going to go on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone.
On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence.
They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. Just a gain of a couple there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. They'll try to run it in, going option right. And he will take this one in for a touchdown.
Trevor Lawrence.
As the first half is winding down. And his guys are able to make this a close game again.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fields it right around the goal line. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder in the ball carrier, and down he goes.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. That one goes for 24 yards. Well, if you're going to give him that kind of time, he's just going to shred you.
You might as well put a sofa out there for him. I mean, that's unbelievable because I don't care who you are in coverage. With that amount of time, someone's going to shake free, and he's going to be able to throw the ball with a whole lot of confidence.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Champ Bailey. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Well, Charles, it was so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. A touchdown the differential, a 7-point game as we get back underway in quarter number 3. Fielded right around the 8. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
Handoff running left is Etienne. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
And they'll throw on first down with Lawrence. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
On 2nd and 10, Lawrence. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
And to throw again is Lawrence. Out route, he finds his man. It's Jones. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves him just short for 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Lawrence. He'll find Jones again, complete. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. So the drive will indeed continue. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Lawrence will throw. A short throw to Ingram. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
He targets Ingram for another grab. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. And he's going to ball his way down to about the 1-yard line. 2nd and goal from the 1. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Trevor Lawrence keeping it himself from a yard out. And his guys are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And we are tied at 21. So all square here in this 3rd quarter as the kick's away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And not a good return at all. Down inside the 10, all the way back at the 7.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
Oh, he's got some breathing room. 56 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
On 1st down, going back to Patterson. And a short pickup to about the 25. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. Second and 7.
Back on. 26.
Now Rodgers. And that is incomplete.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down.
88, side.
Rodgers going to throw. And this is caught. It's pulled in by Gronkowski. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That gain on 3rd down, good for 28.
And partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars. And he came through with a nice catch right there.
Rodgers now on 1st down. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
What will look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now Rodgers. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. The safety blitz turns out to be a great call defensively as they sack him for a loss of 9. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Here's Rodgers to throw. He's going to go for a big play downfield. This is caught inside the 15. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other, and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover it. That type of indecision can open up to even more big plays.
And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. Rodgers now to throw. Touchdown! 4 touchdown passes now for Aaron Rodgers. And his guys have taken the lead. Here's Gay now to add the extra point. And it's good. That makes it a 28-21 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Pulls it in at the 13. And he returns this to the 22.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Well, there's some guys up front, but maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the ball.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here.
Now Lawrence on 1st down. Into the hands of Ingram. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
Back to throw. Lawrence. A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Jason Taylor in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
Lawrence.
Flushed out right. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a 1st down.
Here's Lawrence.
That's going to be caught by Kirk.
And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. Now before the 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal.
And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. A final shot now for Lawrence.
And it's caught. It's a touchdown with zeros on the clock. And an extra point will send us to OT. No surprise there. 3rd and goal down here. That's where they're going to look for their tight end.
Yeah, you want that big guy running his routes because it doesn't matter who they cover him with. If it's another big guy, he might use his bulk against him. If it's a shorter defender, might go over the top. Either way, you tend to find a little bit of a mismatch in that area.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. That's caught at the 1. And he is in. The call works, and they have won the football game. let's recap. How about the guts in this one? You score on the final play.